Well, I want to ask a question of the acting leader this morning as to where the banking inquiry is currently at. We heard a lot of fanfare when the government came into office that they were going to deal with the bankers, the rogue bankers that brought the country to its knees. But yet, almost 2 years on, we have not seen the results in any significant measure in relation to the banking inquiry. Can we get an update on that, and can we ask the Minister for Finance to come to the House to discuss the up-to-date position in relation to the banking inquiry? And linked to that is the issue of the massive salaries being paid to bankers in this country, including salaries of over 200,000 being paid to 12 senior officials in NAMA. Now, NAMA is a very interesting organisation. It's an organisation where we wanted to bring forward a bill surrounding transparency. It was voted down by both Fine Gael and Labour. Well, I do hope after my next number of sentences that you might reconsider your position, and that when we bring forward the bill again, that you will support the bill. Because at the moment, officials are leaving NAMA and entering NAMA. For example, the 2 senior officials that were involved in the HSBC violation, where they repeatedly violated anti-money laundering rules and accepted billions of dollars from drug cartels to the tune of having to pay the US government €2 billion. Both officials who are involved in those transactions are now employed by NAMA. Secondly, there are 2 senior officials. Who were, there were two senior officials who were employed by NAMA. One of those officials was responsible for handing out a very lucrative contract to a very high-profile commercial property asset management group. Handed out the contract, was involved in handing out the contract. He has now been given a private arrangement with that company, and he's now employed with them. NAMA are acting disgracefully, and it's time they were fully investigated. And I hope that the senators in Labour and Fine Gael will support the bill which Senator Mark Daly brought forward before, which Fianna Fáil will bring forward again. Because how can any government stand over the practices of an organisation who is the biggest property owner in the world, but whose actions are very questionable?